Hi Leo, I love you, honey. So we're going to do a thoughts, emotions, and actions for your person most on your mind. We have 3 oracles and some tarot we're going to start out with, and then we're going to clarify with more tarot, okay? Let's see, honey, for Leo, your person most on your mind. Thoughts, emotions, and actions. Holy angels, Holy Spirit. To the divine above. Angels and ancestor guides. For Leo's person, thoughts, emotions, and actions. Overall energy. The Death card, Scorpio energy, and the Ace of Cups. Look at that. Transformation of love. The Hangman, a different perspective on the way things should have ended. Ooh. No support in the end. So they're thinking they need to get a different perspective in love or they won't get any support. Let's see. What's on their thoughts when it comes to you, honey? Well, you got the Strength card. Strength, courage, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. Look at that. Breaker 19, calling on the divine. Father, can you hear me? You are their final judgment. Damn, Leo. You are their final judgment. Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. You got the karmic contract. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so they're successfully recognizing what they didn't see before. A new perspective in soulmate connections. Why? Whoa. Let's clarify. What's the new perspective on soulmate connections? Who's going to do it all together? Fine. What's the new perspective on soulmate connections? Leo, in case you don't know, Strength card comes with the infinity sign. Self-attainment, self-love, self-care. I mean, you got your own wreath on your head. And that's 6 of Wands. Somebody has a wreath. And they're looking for someone else to put it on. Well, you already have one. That's the problem. Main male in reverse. Thievery. They felt like if you're a feminine here, they felt like you thieved them out of their masculine energy because you come with your own wreath, but you know you're born that way. Thievery of the good Lord. Oh, rich girl. Maybe the rich girl stole it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, what's that about? The rich man in reverse, high honor. Along with the gift. So this is a person that did not see their worth. Self-discipline. A military and legal matters. That's self-discipline. Literally. That's what they think about you, is self-discipline. Self-discipline, self-love, self-care. What's on my thoughts in that judgment? Breaker 19, calling on the divine. Father, can you hear me? Well, his thoughts, exactly. That's what we're clarifying. Sad news. Sad news, the thievery in the main female. It was stolen from the feminine first. I don't know how else to say that. Something was stolen from the feminine first. What was stolen? Romance angels. What was stolen? What's the thievery of main female? That's deception, honey. Deception. Flirting. Oh, yeah. This is a feminine that doesn't like flirtatious energy. She thinks it's so fucking immature. Children. Playfulness. Like I just said, immature. Where is the divine feminine in his thoughts and sad news? Where's the feminine? A microphone. She's got a microphone and flamingos. Soulmates. News. Hello. Yeah, well, it's going to be sad news for your person. You are soulmates. The feminine, she's got a microphone telling everybody. Current events, public speaking, speaking truth, communication, social media. The it factor. Two of a kind. The microphone and the flamingos. Where's the masculine here? And the sad news in his thoughts. There's the childhood, the whale. It's a deeper meaning of the beehive in reverse. Unresolved issues because not being persistent. Woo! Not being persistent. Childhood energy, flirtatious energy. You might have let it go on for a little while, but after a little while, yeah. You thought that they would stop, you know? You thought that they would stop after you tell them where you are in that part of your life, sex. But I don't think they stopped. What did they do instead? I don't think they stopped. What did they do instead? There's the new perspective. Oh gosh, look at this. A new perspective of true soulmates after ignoring the emotions, walking away, the King of Cups, Scorpio energy. This is an offer to walk away from the Scorpio. A true soulmate to walk away from the Scorpio energy. A love vibe in Scorpio. Where's the feminine in the microphone of flamingos? What's she saying in the microphone about the soulmate connections? Feminine. Oh, Queen of Wands. There she is. She ain't holding back. Nine Pentacles, happy, independent, self-sure, confident, and single. Well, she's mastered her destiny, baby. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, it just come out plain as day. Where is the divine masculine when it comes to his thoughts and sad news? This could have actually been a little bit of sexting. Well, it's the olive branch. It's a surrender. He's given in to the creative force of faithfulness through value, perfection, and brilliance. Well, that's probably why Judgment is up there with Strength card. Let's ask what the creative force is, because spilt milk, accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. What is this masculine surrendering to? Through the faithfulness, brilliance of commitment, confusion, a mental restriction, a mind imprisonment. He's making a stand, or he's protecting himself from all the confusion. He could be leaving behind family. He could be leaving home. That Judgment crosses on the front of the car. Could be leaving a soulmate marriage because he's found the truth. Oh, hope, faith, balance, renewal, this masculine. After ending the cycle and starting over in love. This is a masculine that wasn't ready the first time. The friction was created by an external force. It wasn't the feminine's fault or the masculine. It was just in both of their destinies for them to meet. What's the reason these two were supposed to meet? Intuition, higher self, sitting back and observing, not speaking up. Look at that. Intuitional lover, to move forward in judgment. When you move forward in the Chariot, there's two Sometimes there's two people in the chariot. If we had another deck, it'd probably be two people seeing the truth. The light is shining on the chariot with both of you in it. Say, for example, you're out in the middle of the night riding in a wagon. The divine can see you because both of your lights shine brighter together. I don't know how else to say it. But it can also be dim together. Depends on what mode y'all in. How you connect. Let's see. Emotions. Goodness. What is in this person's emotions when it comes to Leo? Assessing those investments. Divine timing. Wow. They could have actually left you hanging for like 7 years. Assessing the investments without supportive love. Yeah, love of a friend. Now they would just love to be friends with you. If anything. They didn't support what you were investing into. Well, what's that got to do with their emotions? What's that got to do with their emotions? Boom, shakalaka. Shocking change. Change your plan, honey. Plan in preparation for a tower. Yeah, 10 swords is the minor arcana for the tower. Honey, that's a soulmate. Undermined a soulmate friend so many times. Undermined the soulmate legacy. Until there was nothing left to undermine. Oh my gosh. So let's clarify. 7 Pentacles and the Hangman in your person's emotions. Assessing the investments, divine timing, looking back on what they've invested in for the last 7 years to see where it's at. Did it grow? Or is it less than, you know? What are they actually assessing? This is supposed to be the emotional. There's pentacles there. No. Well, they're actually assessing success in love. A lot of money. Hope, big water, a long road. You know, you can't buy love. You can buy company, but you can't buy love. A lot of money, success, and love. Let's see, honey. A different person. In their emotions, this is also them getting a different perspective on what to invest into. And it took them maybe 7 years to figure it out. What's a lot of money? Success and love. Keeping an open mind. Soulmate may differ from your expectations. Reconciliation. Yep. They want to come back together. Oh, wedding. Give your relationship a chance. They're willing to work. They're willing to see what it is. Oh, come here, Ethel. Feminine. Let's see where she is. Where's the divine feminine when it comes in success and love and a lot of money? Oh. Dear John. Oh my gosh. Dear John Bodybuilder. Through the power of strength by investing in me, I now pronounce you cold-hearted truth speaker. You won't fuck with this feminine. Excuse me, but you won't. You just won't. Where's this masculine? Oh my goodness. Let's get a proper masculine. Grapes. So he's in abundance. And bearing fruit and harvest. Of a repairman, fine-tuning the harvest, a reset, proceeding carefully through a hassle, problem, and a big old mess. This is going to be the mess because it's in reverse. Hot air balloon. No balance, no uplifting, no freedom, no going with the flow, no rising above. Let's clarify it. Divine Feminine, what's your Dear John letter here? It's not you, it's me. Divorce, strain, rejection, cold-hearted fucking truth. a breakup, a bodybuilder. This breakup powered her strength. Bodybuilder, and she has the 8 Pentacles. Mastering. The Sun. She focused nothing but on her spiritual enlightenment. It's like whatever she was doing, she had her nose all up in it. That's what I'm trying to say here. Focus, focus, focus on being open. I mean, that's a naked baby on a pony. Leo energy. A white pony at that. Nothing but purity. And look at the harvest in the background. How many seeds come on one sunflower? You can feed a lot of birds. Where's this masculine and the repairman of abundance? Needs fixing. Making adjustments. What is the Wheel of Fortune? Okay, so the Page of Wands. He's actually sparked the interest. Sow the seed, but it's heavy to stand up for. Sowing the seed with the 7 Pentacles, or 7 Wands. Let's see what that is. What is this Page of Wands? The initiation, the interest, the spark, and the discovery. They're sorry they chose a different path of interest, maybe with the water sign. It was immature. It was immature of them to leave you hanging for a rich woman. I told you. Chasing. They're worried and distressed over the reconsideration. This is intuitive boundaries. They've been analyzing this judgment quite some time. They've been trying to find peace within their own judgment for quite some time. Let's ask, what would be the reason why they can't find peace? It had to be something they brought upon themselves. What would be the reason why they can't find peace? This is an emperor coming forward for his blessing. And he's leaving Queen of Swords to level the move, to rebuild with the blessing, the 8 Wands and the Star. This is a masculine that wants to tell the feminine to her face, I understand, I understand. I'm just sorry I didn't understand sooner. Or this is a feminine want to say masculine. I'm sorry I didn't understand sooner. I'm sorry. What caused them? What needs to be repaired? What's the repairman? Whatever was said, the 8 Wands. You cannot unsay anything. Once you say it, it's out. Didn't talk about the abundance because the masculine blocked it out of his mind. More passionate about 3 Cups because it's a low vibing challenge to follow through. Yeah. Where's the feminine there when the masculine's in the repairman? He just got to figure out what he's interested in, what he needs to tell no. He just got to... Where the feminine is, 3 Pentacles. Look, she knows that he don't know the spiritual truth yet. She knows that he hasn't healed yet. The truth is hidden until the end. Blocked until the end. The feminine's blocked until the end. What's in the end? Worried, stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. Worried there's nothing else there to work with. Well, the only way you're going to do is try, and that's what they want to do. But allow me to tell you something here. I see no cups in their emotions. I see all money and interest. This feminine's like a rejection, cold, hard breakup. Cold, hard breakup. She's mastered her enlightenment while he has initiated a cycle. So the world is the last card of tarot, okay? What exactly is he initiated an interest in the world? What's the world? The Sun as well. He wants to know if he has chosen the wrong path of interest. Of his abundance. He said, did I do wrong? Well, it's causing him to soul search on the plan and preparation of a tower. That's it. It's weighing heavy. Something's about to click. Boom shakalaka. What is going to be the tower? What's going to be the shocking revelation, the sudden change of this world? The world is ending, so something else can start. Oh, Seven Swords in reverse. He's going to make amends. He's going to try to make amends. Yeah. No more interferences. No more deception. No more deceit. No more flirtatious energy. No more bullshit. Sugarcoat bullshit. Seven Swords in reverse. Sometimes that's cards making amends, but this time it's not allowing the deception in the door. Don't allow it in your proximity, and it won't come in the door. Woo, that's where they are emotionally. Action they plan taken. What is the action? Well, there's that Seven Swords coming out. That deceit, deception, sneaking around. They're going to stand up to it. They're going to stand up to every battle they chose and justify that level. Breaker 19 doesn't turn to, don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. They are justifying, that's a justified circle. The King of Pentacles following through with the Knight of Cups. Friend follow through. This is someone that is justifying their circle. They're making a stance on some sort of discrepancy and see how their friends respond to them. Or the third party. That's the Three Cups. Let's see what this is. What's the action they're going to plan on taking? What's justice? Libra energy. They're going to justify a get-together and make a stand on the deception. It's like they're going to prove something to you to your face. A rich man in reverse and the prison. Not for everybody. For one person, they could have been in prison for a while. While they were in prison, they worked and they were rich. When they got out, they got around the circle of friends and it fucking drained them. Grief and sorrow. False person. They should have sit back and done what you said, Leo. They should have sit back and seen what kind of people they were truly involved in. Well, what's the action they're taking towards Leo? Leo doesn't care about your third party, okay? Towards you, Leo. Mercy. Short illness. Main female. A journey. Military. They know the main female had to self-discipline. That's why they're worried about judgment. You call judgment. That's what they're thinking. You got the strength card and judgment up there. They know that this judgment is not going to be easy to pay. No, it's not. What's the short illness? What's the short illness? Wedding. In reverse. Codependency. Someone knows that they have made a main female her gut cringe. They made her feel like her chest gets heavy. Where's the masculine here when the feminine's sitting here in short illness? They know they made the feminine. Somebody here know they made the feminine sick to their stomach. Masculine. He's making an effort because she is something worth waiting for. He's got to free himself. The world is the last card of tarot. The freedom card is the Fool. It comes next. So this cycle right here still needs to close all the way. But it's almost closed all the way. Let me grab another bundle. So I'd like to clarify the cycle. What's in the world for Leo's person in emotions? Page of Wands in the world. What's the energy? Solidity and fortitude. Well, do not fall before you are pushed. If you build it, they will come. He give them everything. You know, it's like when you feed a, I don't want to talk about animals stray, but when you feed a stray, they'll keep coming back. Honesty and progress. It was to progress them on how they trust people. You know, when you feel like you've been locked up for a long time, not being able to see society, and then you get out there and you see your old friends again, you've been working your ass off somewhere, saving some money, and you get around this circle of friends and they just fuck you over. Well, I'll tell you right now, person, Leo doesn't give a fuck about your money. Leo cares more about your spiritual growth. They care about if you're okay, if your higher self is happy. Because when your higher self is happy, their higher self is happy, especially if you're connected to it. Where's the divine feminine when it comes in short illness, main female? Oh my gosh. She comes with the phoenix, a transformation with an external soul, a renewal, a resurrection, a rebirth in the bedroom, sexual fulfillment. Well, goodness. It's a transformation of intimacy. She's changed how she does a love affair. A slingshot, because it brings tension and a strain on her spiritual source. She doesn't want it. This feminine doesn't want it. She has no earn for it. Well, where's the masculine here? Well, there's your hot air balloon that come in reverse earlier. Uplifting, freedom, yoga, contemplation, deep breath. This masculine is interested in this feminine, but she's not like other women. She's just not like other women. But the masculine's trying to go within to be able to go with the flow. Let's clarify this. And you got the yarn again because of hassle and problem. There's a big mess. You know, somebody in the family, you know, they got in trouble. They got, say for example, your father's a police officer and 3 brothers got arrested. 3 brothers got arrested in town, and they're like the nephews of the police officer. They know you by someone. They know you by someone else. Well, they thought they knew you by someone else. Someone else might have said a couple words about you, yeah. Too low to be spiritual, struggling with the new perspective of a plan and preparation to get together. They don't know how to come back together with you because they're on a low vibe in spiritual realm. Well, what's going on with the transformation in the bedroom over here, the intimacy and contemplation with the phoenix rising from the ashes, honey? This feminine feels good about herself. She's treating herself to anything she wants. That's Gemini and Pisces. Abundified love. Holding back, blocking the support to see the light of the offer. What's this Pisces energy and Gemini got to do with the feminine? Trying to find successful peace and contentment. Manifesting for a masculine to follow through. So this feminine's manifesting for a masculine to follow through. This feminine has had an argument with the friend. Is what she's doing. She's actually chasing somebody she can trust emotionally. What is she arguing? She could be arguing with the Pisces. Yeah, that's the new perspective of leaving something behind. Justified fucking challenge. She said, you got it to fucking do, bitch. I don't think this card says the feminine slept on it. No, she didn't sleep on it. You got the Knight of Swords here. She called it as it was, like an astral travel. She knew what something was here. She knew what it was before it happened. It's hidden love. Behind the scenes, a blessing. There's a blessing hidden. So she was told to leave the King of Pentacles there and let him be committed to whatever he was committed to, because he was going to learn some kind of lessons anyway. Alone. Breadcrumb in the path of interest for the divine realm. unemotionally fulfilled with the offer of the Queen of Swords. Who's the Queen of Swords? Somebody that's putting a lot. Oh. So, it's a challenge to communicate with someone that's smart. That's what this is. A heavy to communicate. Contract. Twin flame contract. With you, Leo. Yeah. 2 swords at the crossroads. They just don't know how to talk to you. And they don't know how to they don't know how to be comfortable in talking to you. Because you just feel so, they feel so connected to you, comfortable. But you're pissed about something. If you're the feminine, you're mad about negative friends. Yeah. That's the intuitive devil. You're mad about the sex addiction. Yeah. That's what that is. You have the Knight of Wands. This is sex with friends. Argument, friends, and sex. It's an intuitive devil. Should have chose the other path. You got heaven and hell here. So the feminine's pissed off because the wrong realm was chosen. It makes her sick to her stomach. The masculine, he's it says balance, uplifting, freedom, going with the flow, and yoga. Trying to take a deep breath here. Masculine, the Page of Pentacles. He's initiated 5 contracts of a challenge. He's looking for 5 different truths. Like there's been about 5 lies said to him. He has planted the seed of a challenge, conflict, and drama. Well, he's moved up from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. He's actually, look at that. He's actually slowing down. That's the karma and destiny, a change, a turning point, and how he rebuilds. He's going to free himself from this transformation and change in what he don't know. Okay, so what is it that this masculine does not know about the feminine? This is his block blessing until he makes a move and leaves behind that 5 swords. That 5 swords is in this bowl. He needs to go somewhere by himself and fix his own problems. He's being challenged by 5 friends, at least. Because it's blocking him from being emotionally in emotion control to be able to leave the past behind and move forward to a level. Move forward from a level of the Queen of Cups. That's the marriage there. Commitment, contract with another woman. Yeah, it's heavy. What's he need to do? Well, where's let leave Leo in the action? No longer confused when coming together in secret. When Leo sees you sneaking around and getting together with somebody that you didn't even tell them about, well, that's a secret. Leo, what would this person like to tell you today? Queen of Cups in the Tower. A shocking revelation is sudden change with the water sign. A plan and preparation for the Leo energy to justify the dead end on what you're looking for to follow through with. They're actually wishing that they never... they plan to turn their back on the Queen of Cups. This might shock you, Leo. You got the Tower and the Strength card. The strength that you carry also shocked this person. What they feel. They release the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. They wasn't worried. They wasn't stressed. Blocked from being alone in the past. Now assessing those investments to reconsider the judgment called on the Knight of Wands. Why? Yeah. That's marriage. That's balancing out the scales. That's marriage, especially when it comes with the Queen of Swords and the 4 of Cups. This offer went to an air sign. That's why there's judgment here. Because she was manifested in low vibing emotions. Remember, there's no emotions over here. But now, through soul searching, reflecting on where they go to find peace, they're clarifying they didn't have no idea. The truth was hidden. They did not know. 10 wands, 10 cups. It's family responsibility. They didn't tell you the truth. They had family responsibility. Now they're getting their own judgment on it. What's their own judgment? This is a spiritual contract. Patiently waiting for the divine contract to come back, the feminine and the King of Wands. I don't know how else to say it. Curious on how to make a stand and transform the offer. 360 that bitch, baby. This table is turning. You got the 2 pentacles. Look. Table's turning there. Return to sender, honey. This is a karmic twin going to walk away. Try to pull out their emotions secretly as a wish fulfillment. Wishing to level with the intuitive Scorpio. Well, the Scorpio's got to go through the transformation next. They got to go through their own transformation. And if they don't understand any Scorpio energy, maybe they should search for themselves, because Scorpio energy is not an easy energy to maintain. It will fucking break you if you let it. So, I love you guys. Ciao.